Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna Mataji, Pranam.
Krishna Mataji.
Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So we finally are at the end of our Bhishma Panchak challenge. Well, here in India, I think for other places, maybe you still have a few hours to go. But I hope that just reminder that today, moonrise, November 15th, that you can break your fast. So then the first thing is you can prepare the Panchagavya mixture if you have the ingredients, which is cow dung, cow urine, cow's milk, cow's yogurt, and ghee. So you can make a little mixture and you can have like a little sip like Charanamrita. And then also there's like many mantras to chant. So then that's like our breaking fast, and then you can honor prasadam. So then I hope most of you already broke your fast. And then soon we'll have Jananivas Prabhu, His Grace Jananivas Prabhu joining us. So I'm really excited to have Prabhu here with us. Let's see if he's online yet. Okay, not yet. Okay, let's just checking. Okay, so then today we're gonna have a quicker Sangha so that we can have time for breaking fast if you haven't broken your fast yet. Also, if you don't have those ingredients, don't worry, you can just mentally have it. What to do. I know that it's not easy to find these ingredients everywhere, especially in the Western countries. Okay, so let's just start with our usual activities before Jananivas Prabhu joins. And again, a reminder that even though it feels like the challenge is over, well, soon it'll be over, but it's still not over yet because tomorrow we also have his special Sangha with His Holiness Jayapataka Swami. So he's going to join us. So invite your friends. You don't want to miss out tomorrow. Okay, so let's invoke Srila Prabhupada's blessings on our last day of the Bhishma Panchak challenge. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Jananivas Prabhu has joined us. So then we'll do our Japa and the Bhishma Stuti after, since Prabhu is already here with us now. So we're just so grateful to have His Great Jananivas Prabhu with us. He was personally trained by Srila Prabhupada in the art of deity worship, and him and Pankajangi Prabhu are like the pillars of Mayapur. And we're so happy to have you here, Jananivas Prabhu. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you very much for your invitations. Be with you all. So I was asked to speak on deity worship. So deity worship is very, very important in life. Sanatana Goswami says in the Hari Bhakti Vilas that if if one doesn't worship the deity, he will not be able to uh, maintain the standards of purity. Because when the deity is there, then automatically you have to get up. Whatever time you get up, the deity gets up. And when you cook, then only then Krishna can eat. So we always want to become very regulated. We have standards of cleanliness that we have to follow. So when we offer everything to the deity first, it produces a high quality of purity that we can use in Krishna's service. Everything becomes purified. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, when I was doing my bhajan, then my house became transformed into Golok, Krishna's planet. And he actually had the vision of Krishna in these pastimes in Vrindavan. So, yeah, so we're eating vegetarian foodstuffs at the beginning. So offer this to Krishna, and we can take the prasadam, and we can also distribute to the family members if they're not devotees. By taking Mahaprasad, become a devotee, because it's very purifying here. Foodstuffs offered to Krishna. So family members will become devotees. You have to eat something. So why not eat Krishna Prasadam and sanctify your house, and all your neighbors, you can get involved in Krishna consciousness. So the deity accepts that. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one who offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, flower, water, I will accept. So how can Krishna accept? Krishna is also, he's not present here now, like he was 5,000 years ago. But still he's saying, I will accept that prasadam, I will accept that foodstuffs offered to me. There is devotion there. So whatever little devotion we have, we'll offer we'll offer everything through, or with the bhakti, with the devotion. So the deity is not made of stone or wood or paper, or it appears to be, but the deities can be made of 6 items: stone, wood, metal, paint, clay, and also in the mind. If you have no facility, you can offer it. In the mind, you can offer foodstuffs to Krishna. It's like once a person was asking me, came to the temple and he said, this deity is made of gold or brass. The Radha were shiny, like gold. So he was asking, the, these other deities made of gold or metal? I said, what are you made of? He said, well, I'm made of flesh and blood. I said, yeah. So as long as you think that your flesh and blood, you'll see the deity as being wood or stone or metal. But he's there's some nice stories in Vaishnava literatures And the true stories that happen even locally. There's the famous Shakshi Gopal deity in Orissa. And he had to bear witness. He wanted Gopal the deity to come and bear witness for something that had happened. So Gopal said, how can I, he wanted me to go to, how can I go to Orissa? How can I go to Orissa when, because I'm a deity, I can't walk. So how can I go? So the Brahmana said, well, if you can walk, you can also talk. So he conquered Krishna by his logic. So Gopal, he agreed to become the witness and walk there. And he walked all the way to Orissa. So this is, the deity can do that. In our temple in Jagannath temple in India, Srimantadvipa, the one sannyasi, he was going out preaching, and he said, I have my Shaligram Shilas and Giri Govardhan Shila. These are forms of the Lord in stone. So the sannyasi asked the Pujari, can I put the deities on the altar? My Shaligrams and Giriraj. I'm worshipping because it's be difficult for me to worship and travel when I'm preaching. So the Pujari said, okay. So he gave the deities and he put the deities on the altar. So they were receiving the worship. And but after a few days, the Giriraj, he appeared in the dream of the Pujari. And he said, this Giriraj, every time his vogue is coming, the food is being offered, immediately he starts to eat it. He doesn't even wait for the Pujari to come and chant the proper mantras. As soon as he sees it, he starts to eat it. And he eats all the sweets first. He's very quick. And he's very greedy. Could you please do something about this Giriraj Shila? So we told Jayapataka Maharaj that he said, oh, you better get Giriraj's own plate. So now that's being done every day. He gets his own plate of Prashadam or Bhoga. So after that, there was no complaint from the Pujaris. And the Matajis who are making the flower garlands for the deities, they were making Giriraj's garland, and they were making from the marigolds flowers. And they snipped the ends with a pair of scissors, the stems of the marigold flowers. But by the time the afternoon comes, it's all dried up. And where they snipped the flowers with scissors, that becomes hard at that point. So it becomes like a point, a little hard point with and again, Giriraj appeared in the dream. This is in Radha Madhava's temple in Mayapur. He asked, he appeared in the dream, and he said that why you are using these flowers with you cut the ends of it. It's a sharp point there, and and it's sticking in me like a pin. So please tell the managers who are making the garlands not to make with the sharp point because it's sticking in my body. So there was another incident. It's a village not far from here. It's related to Nityananda Prabhu's house. And a devotee, a new Bhakti devotee, told me this story. Because he left the program, new Bhakti program, went, got married, and he was living in this village. So he knew this story they told from that village with the Gopal deity and Gopinath deity. His name is Gopinath. And there was some kind of accident, and the arm of Gopal got broken. So they fixed the arm, and but after a while it broke again. And Gopinath, he said to the pujaris that when you have an accident, you go and see the Kabiraj, you go and see a doctor. When I have an accident, you send for a it's a metal mystery. You send for a person who makes from stone. Gopal is made of stone. You send for a doctor, Kabiraj, and for me you send a stone mystery. What is your logic? I cannot understand. So then they called the Kaviraj, and he applied some medicines and he bandaged it up. And after 7 days, they removed the bandage and Gopal's hand is okay now, it's secure. Gopal, Juki, Jai. Yeah, there's unlimited pastimes, especially in Jagannath Puri. There must be thousands and thousands of stories are very active. But what else? Any question or comment?
You can raise, the participants can raise their hands and I can unmute. And please you can ask questions related to deity worship. If you have any questions about Bhishma Panchak, I can answer them later. So we can take most advantage of having Jananivas Prabhu here. Okay, Mehul Pandya.
I'll ask a question.
He has a question.
I'll ask a question.
I just wanted to ask, is there order for when we come in new in devotion and start deity worship, like picture and then Jagannath ji and such like? It means starting from we should have one picture of Lord, and then when we can serve, then we should have Jagannath ji in such order of deity worship, or we can what we should do when we come in new in devotion and for deity worship.
Oh, Milan, I think you have to unmute.
Yes.
Okay.
Unmute. Yeah. Yes.
Srila Prabhupada generally, he used to start with Gaunitaya Panchatattva. You're talking about home worship. Yeah, Prabhupada recommended to start with Jagannath or Gaunitaya first, he said. then after Jagannath. So yeah, it's a good system. Lord Chaitanya is the Yuga avatar for the age. So he is the one that we should worship to get his mercy. He's flowing through the Sankirtan movement in this age of Kali. So better we worship Gornitai first and then gradually worship other deities. It'd be more fruitful.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, I have a question. Thank you for the beautiful session of deity worship. Prabhuji, if one accidentally due to ignorance, do not know the standards, has begun deity in the home without any consultants or due to any circumstances, but cannot follow up the standards of deity worship, then what should we do, Prabhuji? Please guide us.
Deity worship there's two aspects of deity worship. There is the one according to the Pancharajiki deity, that's following all the rules and regulations. And another one is through the Bhagavad, the spontaneous worship of Krishna, which is our goal. We want to worship Krishna with love. It means we want to worship with devotion. So first we follow the rules and regulations until we become purified to advance in our worship. But in the temple, Krishna is like a king, and everything goes according to his schedule. It's like in the temple, we would like the deities at a certain time, bathe them, dress them. Everything is done according to rule and regulation. And this is called Pancharajiki. And we serve that man with a sense of duty. It's a matter of duty. I'm Krishna's eternal servant. And my duty is to serve Krishna and please Krishna. So we're worshipping in a matter of duty. And when that service attitude becomes mature, then that sense of duty transforms into a sense of love. So by this process of Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, we purify ourselves and then like we can follow the systems and gradually be elevated to the Pancharajiki, the Bhagavad mark, spontaneous devotion. Service. Hare Krishna.
Dhanyavad Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
And there, excuse me, everything is centered around, in the temple, everything is centered around Krishna. And worshiping the deity at home, everything is centered around the Grihastha. Because only when he wakes up, you can wake the deity, or when he cooks, you can eat. So that's the basic difference between Pancharajiki and Bhagavad Gita. One is everything is centered around Krishna, and the other one is the system is centered around Krishna. So yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dhanyavad.
Prabhuji, I want to ask, where is nectar found?
In the lotus feet of Krishna.
Where is nectar found?
And that balance. in the the story of Lord Shiva, how he drank the ocean of poison. So no one else could do that, could drink an ocean of poison. So Lord Shiva was called. That's been the only, because he could counteract that ocean of poison. No one else could do that. Counteract an whole, you can't even counteract one drop of poison. But the Lord Shiva swallowed the whole poisonous ocean. And so how do we counter that? Lord Shiva, he went to Svetadvipa. This is the Vaikuntha planets, the Svetadvipa. And there he saw Lord Anantadev. And Lord Anantadev gave him the Ananta Samhita. And then the Ananta Samhita is nothing but glories of Navadvip Dham, glories of Garanga, Nanda, glories of the Panchak. It's all glories of Navadvip. So he kept that in his throat when he was remembering these pastimes of Navadvip. And like that, he counteracted the whole ocean of poison. So you can imagine, you can't imagine that the whole ocean of poison was counteracted by Lord Shiva, Vaishnava Jata Shambhu, the greatest of all Vaishnavas. He could do that. No one else could do that. So therefore we worship Lord Shiva as Vaishnava Jata Shambhu, the greatest of all Vaishnavas. Mahadeva Ki Jai. So yes, how to get nectar, yes. Worship Navadvip, worship Garanga, worship Panchtattva, worship the Sankirtan mission. And you will begin to taste the nectar. Otherwise, by thousands of people are wandering around the Dham. How many thousand people came? You see,
Almost 50,000.
almost 50,000 people there, but they're wandering around the Dham. They come to. So this is how sacred and important it is. Dham has descended as the Yuga Dharma for the age of Kali. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no except the Sankirtan mission of Chaitanya. So take nectar, drink it, become blissful like the time. Prabhupada said, how does one know he's attained the mercy of Lord Nityananda? And now, actually, damodarstakam says, this symptom is that you become happy. This is the evidence you attain the mercy of Lord Nityananda. You become happy. So this is the Krishna consciousness movement, making people happy. Hare Krishna. You had a question?
Karuna?
Yes.
My question is sometimes,
Does she have a question?
my question is sometimes I kind of prefer deities over deities. So this year when I went to Mayapur, I like preferred Radha Madhava over Radha Manohar, but here I like both of them. So is it a bad thing?
When she came to Mayapur, she likes Radha Madhava more than Radha Manohar. But when she came back, she likes both of them equally. Is it a bad thing?
She liked.
Preferring one deity over another, is that a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I think it's Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. I'm not sure, but I think it's him. That whatever deity you feel close to, or whatever person you feel something, closeness, that person you should accept them. So you pray to Krishna, and that will be revealed to you. He will reveal it to you. But it will change also. You can, one person or one deity, you can change, you could get more inspiration. It will change, but you go along with it and it becomes your worshipful deities. You feel that closeness when they do these mudras, and one of the mantras is, please show your closeness.
Thank you.
Saying, please show your closeness. So if you worship the Lord, that you feel something more than enough, then you will begin to feel the closeness of the Lord. And the essence of deity worship, Kapila Muni is telling devotee that one should worship the deity up until that time when you can feel the presence of Krishna in your heart, in the heart of Krishna and in the hearts of others. This is
Thank
the
you, Hare
perfection of
Krishna.
deity worship. I think it's okay.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
One more.
Prabhuji, Dharanand Pranam. Am I audible?
Yes.
Oh. Prabhuji, I have a question that I don't have deities in my house, so can I worship the pictures of Radha Madhav which I have?
He doesn't have a deity at home. Can he worship the pictures of Radha Madhava?
Yeah, sure. Picture is one, is the form of the Lord.
And
One of the forms we can experience.
I have one more question. Like, if we are not in house, we have gone to like on vacations. So, is it okay? Like, if we have deities?
If they're going for vacation, they have deities at home.
Yeah, there are various things you can do.
But
You can take the deities with you. That may not be very practical for everyone, but it's an option. Or you can give the deities to a relative or a neighbor who has facility of worshipping. And Prabhupada said that you can even put them to rest. I think Prabhupada said you can. You know what I said?
Yes, when the deity is going, when we are going out for vacation, what can we do? He said, Prabhupada said, we can put them to rest behind, the temple behind where they are worship.
Yeah, that's another one. You can take to a person who's worship, a temple where worship is going on. And if they don't have facility in that temple, you can put the deities behind the altar, which have been worshipped by another person. And Prabhupada said, because they are in the presence of worship, then they can sit behind the back of the altar in the presence, but we're not going to inconvenience anyone in there. Putting so many deities on the altar. Yes, so Prabhupada mentioned that. Put them behind the place where worship is going on. Okay.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Was you given it? Did you? Oh, I gave a class. Chala.
No, different.
Okay. Hare Krishna. You have a question?
Hare Krishna Maharaji. My question is, as
Hare Krishna.
we, uh, my question is, when already we have a deity of Radha Krishna along with Mataji and Ganesh ji at home from long back now, it's years now. Is it okay to keep put all the deities at a single temple which we have at home, worship all them together? Or we are doing any aparadh, doing all these things?
They have been worshipping Devi and Ganesh for a long time. Now they have Radha Krishna also. So is it an offense to put them all in the same altar?
No, it's not an offense. But you can offer them the prasadam after you offer it to the deities. So when you're offering arati, you can show it to them after the offering of to Radha and Krishna. And you can have Ganesh. What they do with glories, because you have to worship Ganesh before you worship the other deities. He removes all the obstacles. So the devotees split it. Well, Ganesh, Gana, Isha. Gana means person, and Isha means topmost. So who is that topmost person? That is Guru. So therefore, our Ganesh Puja is actually worshipping our gurus on the altar, but it looks like we're worshipping Ganesh because you're coming from a traditional family that think that if they stop worshipping, thunderbolts may fly around. So the devotees, he's worshipping Ganesha, but he's worshipping Ganesha, his guru. He's the topmost person. Anyway, yeah, show it to and offer it to the different devas that you have. And and offer the prasad. So if you offer the arti, you offer this incense and everything also to the different gods that you have. And that's okay. All right.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What we supposed to go now?
Prabhuji, please
As-
accept Hare Krishna, Gaurangi questions.
Sorry, Prabhu. Oh, Jananivas Prabhu, as long as you like, you can be here with us. We'll be happy to have you for as long as you can. But we understand, of course, that you're also busy. So, I mean, it's up to you.
What do we do? We'll answer one more question.
Okay, sure, Prabhu.
Okay, we'll try to answer another question. Hare Krishna.
Many times people ask those who don't have faith in deities, they ask that if deities, someone is attacking the deity, why deity cannot protect itself. So how should we answer those type of questions?
Question is, you're saying deity is God. So sometimes the outside people, they say when someone is attacking the deity, why the deity is not protecting himself? How to answer to such people?
They attack the temple.
Yeah, temple. So they're saying your God can't even protect himself. How to answer to such people?
what to do. If Krishna wants to show an example, maybe through the maybe some offense has been made, maybe an aparad has been made, and Krishna's arranged that that the dacoits come, be bandits, teaching us to be more careful. We got attacked one time by bandits, by dacoits, middle of the night in Mayapur Dham, 1 o'clock in the morning. 30 dacoits, armed with no firearms, but axes, lances, handmade bombs. I was in the deity room at that time. The back of the deity room, there was a backdrop hanging against the wall. So I stood behind that. The dacoits, 30 dacoits coming, breaking down the doors, locks. They like noise. They get drunk and like a thief. It's very stealthy with these gang dacoits. But Krishna saved me. Where they were walking, I had about 2 foot gap from where my feet were sticking out underneath the canvas. And they were walking past me. They may have treaded my foot, but they didn't. But anyway, Krishna must have saved me. Lord Singha, who else would do? 30 bandits, and I alone, unarmed. In Pankajanga, he had a shotgun. He was a guard on the first floor of the Lotus building. And some of the dacoits were killed. Bhakti Raghav Maharaj lost his leg. You know, Bhakti Raghav Maharaj from Canada. Ah, yes. But then ultimately that led to getting the Nishinga deity. The Nishinga appeared to the manager, and he saw that scene of these dacoits coming and attacking and breaking up the locks and the doors. And then he saw this form of Nishinga burst out of that pillar. He burst out and he started to get all these dacoits and kill them and rip their throats. Ferocious. He killed in this was his dream. But as a result of that, now we have a Nishinga deity. Such a famous deity. We thought it won't be very famous. Everybody's got a Lord Nishinga picture on the altar. The 1 or 2 deities around. Now everybody loves Lord Nishingadev. He's appeared. Srila Prabhupada established Lord Nishingadev as our Ishtadeva of protection. So Krishna, he saved us. And Bhakti Raghav, he was injured with his leg, but he was Bhakti Raghav had polio. He was a young child, maybe born with it. Polio on that leg. and the dacoit threw the bomb, and it hit that leg. I'd lost that leg, but that was the gammy leg. That was the leg that had polio in it. So that was gone. So I can say this because I asked Maharaj when he was giving classes that Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, if you take shelter of me, I will protect you. Just surrender to me and I will protect you. So Raga, he surrendered to Krishna. He just ran towards the dacoit. He was in the long building, picking up stones, throwing. You don't do that when you're fighting 50 dacoits. You just got some stone. But Raghav did it. He was their hero. He surrendered to Krishna. So I took away his pap. His leg was a symbol of sin. Pap, disease.
Polio.
Huh?
Polio disease. Polio.
Polio.
Polio. Polio. Disease of polio.
Polio. Yeah, he lost that polio leg. That was because due to bad karma. So anybody can see that due to bad karma at the end. So Krishna removed it. I removed that bad karma. I remove all that sinful activity. Versus symbol of sin. Anyway, he laughed also. He said that, yeah, we use it for preaching. He wrote one article. Yeah, how Krishna works, he can come as he pleases. Our duty is just to assist him. Raga Pandit Maharaj ki jai. Got to be some excitement. So yeah, in the form of Lord Shingadev, now he's famous, and every day practically someone tells how they've been saved from such an illness and things like that. Some this morning came, morning? Some copper gold earrings.
Yes.
Was that yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday someone came. They gave gold earrings to Lord. We put them on the mirrors, sparkling. Like that. She said, the Mataji said, I had a prayer, a desire, and I offered that prayer, desire to Lord Nrsimhadev. And then he removed that, whatever it was. So like that every day, every few days, someone get revelation from Lord Nrsimhadev. He's our Ishtadeva of protection. He's not our ultimate worshipful Lord. Our ultimate worshipful Lord is Radha Madhava, Gauranga. But for protection, then Lord Nrsimhadev is our Ishtadeva, our most worshipful deity for protection. And because Kali Yuga, everybody got problems. So they need protection of Lord Nrsimhadev. So so therefore Lord Nrsimhadev is very, very popular. Very popular. Because Kali Yuga is all the yeah. The Lord's pastime. Okay.
Thank you, Janani.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
His Grace Jananivas Prabhu ki jai.
Bhakti, thank you for the opportunity to speak and be with you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Where are you staying now?
I'm here in Mayapur. Just somehow I see you when I travel. I also see you around.
Yeah, we bump into each other all the time. The paths of Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hi, well, everyone. So today we just have a little bit shift in the schedule. So then we'll chant Japa now, and then recite the Bhishma Stuti and sing damodarstakam. And then tomorrow we will have a longer sangha. Okay, so I hope everyone's ready with their mala. Day is our last day of singing damodarstakam. Tomorrow we'll have a different program. But before that, let's recite our Bhishma Stuti. I can't believe, for me, it feels like the Bhishma Panchak challenge just like flew so quickly. It really shows how time really does fly when you're having fun in Krishna consciousness. And this was the easiest Bhishma Panchak fast I've done because of all of you, and all of you are so enthusiastic and inspiring. So thank you. And yeah, let's recite our Bhishma Stuti. Shri Bhishma Vacha Iti Matirupakalpita Vitrishna Bhagavati Satvata Pungave Vibhumni Swasukam Upagate Kvachid Vihartum Prakritim Upayushi Yadbhava Pravaha Tribhuvana Kamanam Tamala Varnam Ravikara Gaura Vara Ambharam Dadane Vapuralaka Kulavritanam Nabjam Vijaya Sakera Tirastu Me Navadya Yudit Turaga Rajo Vidumra Vishvak Kachalulita Shamavarya Lankritasye Mamanishita Sharir Vividyamana Tvachi Vilasat Kavachestu Krishna Atma Sapadi Saki Vacho Nishamya Madhye Nija Parayor Balayoratam Niveshya Stitavati Pada Sainika Yurakshna Hritavati Parta Sakeratir Mamastu Vyavahita Prittana Mukam Nirikshya Svajanavadha Vimukasya Dosha Buddhya Kumate Maharadatma Vidyaya Yash Charanarati Paramasya Tasya Mestu Swanigamam apahaya mat pratigyam ritamadikartumavapluto ratashta dhritarata charanobhyaya chaladgur haririvahantumimam ibham gatotariya Shitavishika hato vishirnadamsha shataja pariplutta atatayino me prasabam abhisasara madvadartam sabhavatu me bhagavan gatir mukunda Vijaya rata kutumba atatotre dhrita hayarashvini tachri ekshaniye bhagavati ratir astu me mumurshor yami hanirikshya hatagata swarupam Lalita gati vilasa valguhasa pranaya nirikshana kalpitormuna kritam anukritavatya unmadandha prakriti magan kila yasya gopavadva Munikana nripavarya sankulenta sadasi yudhishtira rajasuya esham arhanam upapeda ikshaniyo mamadishi gochara esha viratma Tami mamaham ajam sharira bhajam hridi hridi dishtitam atma kalpitanam pratidrisham eva naikadarkamekam samadhigatosmi vidhuta bedamoha. So now we'll sing the damodarstakam. Anybody wants to lead? Okay, Ramya? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Viyolokhaladhavamanam Paramrishtamatyantadoddhritagopya Rudantam muhurnetra yugmam rujantam Karam bhojayugmena shantakanetram Muhushvashakam patre mrikhakakantha Stitagrevadamodaram bhaktibadam Iti driksvalilabhiranandakunde Swaghosham nimajantamakyapayantam Tadiyeshitageshu bhaktarchitatvam Punah prematastam sheta kritiva me Varam deva moksham na mokshavadhim va Nachanyam rineham varshadapiha Idam teva punata gopala balam Sada me manasya virasthaki manye Idam te mukham bhojamatyantanilay Vritam kuntalay snigdharaktaischa gopya Muhushchumbitam bimbaraktabdharam me Manasya virasya malam lakshalabhe Namo Devadamodarananta Vishnu Prasitha Prabho Dukha Jalabdimagnam Kripa Drishti Vrishtyamti Dinam Batanu Grihani Shamamagya Kuveraatmajo baddham मुक्तिर्भयत्वात् त्वया मोचितो भक्ति भजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वगामि प्रयश्च न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामो हरेः नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरतीर्थिधाम्ने त्वदीयोद्धरायता विश्वास्य धाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यां नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्राजमानं हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा दामोदर राधे जय राधा दामोदर राधे जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nadia, for leading the Damodarstakam, our final Damodarstakam of this year. So then tomorrow we'll have our Sangha at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So then please join us. We have His Holiness Jaipataka Swami joining us. And then we'll have a different kind of Sangha. We're going to have Kirtan. We'll share our realizations. And I thought it would be nice if we could write a little prayer or a little letter to Krishna. So then please bring paper and a pen, and we'll do a nice exercise like that. And then, hear from His Holiness Jaipataka Swami. So this will be our final Sangha for the Bhishma Panchak challenge. But don't worry, this is not the end. In case if you're feeling sad, we will have more challenges in the future. We'll have another challenge next year. But anyways, I don't want to say too much now because then it feels like we're saying Haribol. And we still will see each other tomorrow and for many more programs as well. So I'm just going to. So we'll see everyone tomorrow. I hope that you have happy fasting or happy feasting if you haven't feasted yet. And I hope that you followed and you can follow the steps for breaking the Bhishma Panchak Vrat. So I can't believe we did it. We did it 4 days of fasting and 5 days of 5 days for Krishna. But hopefully this is not just 5 days for Krishna, but as Janavi was saying, forever, E and F, every day forever. So maybe, I know sometimes in Kartik we feel inspired. I also feel inspired to do more. And then sometimes, the mood or, you lose inspiration. It comes like in waves. Or this Bhishma Panchak challenge, we're really inspired, which is, of course, is really wonderful. But let's try to keep the momentum. Every day we can do a little bit more for Krishna. Maybe these 5 days you were able to start committing to chanting a certain number of rounds of Japa Mala. So then maybe this is good. We already got into the habit for 5 days, so then you can continue And then next year, or for the next festival or next Bhishma Panchak challenge, maybe you can increase a little bit more. And like this, it can become, we can give ourselves more to Krishna every single day, surrender a little bit more. So thank you everyone for joining. And I hope that tomorrow to see even more numbers. Bring your friends, your parents, your family. We don't want to miss this opportunity of hearing from pure devotee, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami. I see Akarshit is very, very enthusiastic. He was going, Haribo. We're so happy to see everyone's enthusiasm and inspiration. Okay, so I'll just unmute everyone so we can say Haribo.
Haribol.
Haribol. Thank you
so much. Hare Krishna.
Danvat pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat pranam.
Always remember Krishna, never forget him.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Happy feasting to everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for these challenges.
Mataji.
Danvat pranam.
Namo Namaha.